Hello everyone, no respawns here, hope you're doing well. So I am playing Frostpunk, finally. It was released yesterday, and I've been playing it for, well, way more hours than I probably should. To be fair, I should be doing other stuff. However, it is awesome, and I wanted to make a video. But rather than more traditional review, instead I'm going to do maybe something more my style, and actually instead kind of do a guide as such. Now, I'm very, very good at this game, at games like this. I say I'm good at this game as soon as it's released, but I am actually quite decent already. The reason being is it's done by 11-bit Studios, who have the dev behind This War of Mine. Absolutely awesome game, pick it up if you haven't already. It's quite a bleak survival game where you control a group of survivors during a war. This is pretty much the same premise in a sense. It's a bleak survival game, except instead of group of survivors, you actually are an entire town, and it's not during a war, it's during a Ice Age post-apocalyptic situation. These are actually refugees, or people who have come from London. So they're proper Cockney lads and lasses, yeah? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to assume anyone watching this video hasn't played the game before, or has just bought it and is very confused. So I will try and go over everything. However, if you have kind of got a reasonable understanding, sorry, but I will try and be quick. However, the tips I give you are going to be very good, because you won't have anyone dying or anyone getting frostbite and losing their limbs, which is good. Right, so first and foremost, let's build something. So we're going to get our research up. It's tempting to build houses first, but quite simply put, you have an entire day until people need to sleep, and they're going to be off working anyway. Now, we have 4 days to get our industry set up, and heat, which is going to be over here, at which point we're not going to be actually gathering from these little areas at all. Now, it's tempting, very tempting, to rely on all of this scrap before building your own industry. The problem is, it'll take you about 10 days or so to gather it all, and at that point, a load of your people will have already gotten frostbite and had their limbs amputated, which leads to effectively, leads to them basically being useless until you can get prosthetics. Right, now, I will explain the laws as I go. I won't give you an overview, but effectively this is a way for you to kind of theme your city and give you a kind of a character, I guess. But the first thing I'm going to go for is emergency shift. I'm going to try and pay attention. Just as an FYI, I've tried to record this video once already, and slight issue is the fact is that I'm talking and it's at a really high speed, so I might miss stuff. Hopefully I don't know. Right, so the first thing you want to do, the game does kind of encourage you to go down the exploration beacon route. Don't do that yet. You need to get your shit together first, yeah? You don't need other people just yet. Right, once I get 80 wood, I'm going to build a load of houses. Well, not houses. Technically, they're just tents, but you can upgrade them to houses later on. Bunk houses, then actual houses. Seriously, I hope I don't miss anything. Normally, I play it on the slightly lower speed, because I just get to enjoy the experience. And also, I'm not talking, which means I get to pay attention to everything. Because, like, one little mistake, you can lose someone. It's a really, really hard game, even for a game. Don't forget to turn your generator on. Even for a game that, you know, like a lot of you who have played survival games know that you can kind of beat the system and still be really, really awesome. This is one of those games where it literally is a hair's mistake, and that's it. Right, the next one we want is the Steam Hub. This is essential for your survival and your industry. Also, it's what I like about this game is the fact that it doesn't actually really give you much of a tutorial. It does, you know, it just tells you what things do. This little, I've disabled them because I know everything now, or know most of the stuff, and I didn't want them popping up during the video. Oh, there we go. I want to have this up already, and Steam up. Oh, that's fair enough. But you have to figure stuff out for yourself, and a great example was the Steam hubs, and also gathering resources, especially as well. Right now, by the way, I just used emergency shift. Do not do that too often, because people will die, and it's fucking annoying. So basically, I only do it right now because I want to get some really early game stuff quickly. However, I mean, I probably won't even do this again unless I desperately need it. It is an emergency thing, okay? Don't abuse it. Right, so now we're going to go to the child labour side. You can go down child labour and actually get them to do work. I, however, like to go child shelters because it makes everyone happier, and then eventually you get to make your hospitals or your workshop more efficient. Plus you get a nice building too, which is always good.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Okay, wait until the morning first. Everyone's up and about. Cool, right, so let's build. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build the medical tent first, or whatever it's called, I always forget its name. The medical post, close enough, because we need people to be healthy. Right, cool. Oh, there we go, steam hubs, next to heaters. Oh, wait until you get wood first, yeah. Okay. So normally I have it like this speed. It's kind of a nicer speed, you know what I mean? But because obviously we're already on 5-6 minutes already, we don't want to do that. Now, pull off a few engineers, pop them in. There we go. So that'll actually... People are sick, but people will get sick. But as long as they don't get gravely sick, that's the thing you've got to pay attention to. Right, next, because I bloody well forgot in the last video, I'm going to do the food. Do your food quickly, yeah. But I'm going to do the road that leads to my industry area because I built the food place there. The food place. So I'm going to put the road first. This is where my industry is going to be. So it's going to be next to this coal pile here. A little bit of space. And then we're going to wait for my wood. Come on. There we go. You're going to have me stop and start this quite a bit because it allows me to kind of play stuff. Because I've got it, you know, sped up quite a lot. Let's wait for that road to be finished, actually. Build the roads! Actually, no, let's not. Let's build it over the top. It's fine. Okay, so that's the cookhouse. Keep forgetting the controls, David. Dickhead. Honestly. And then let's build the children's shelter. As a knight, whenever you get a law that gives you a new building, build it in 2-3 days or people will get really, really upset. So, just as an FYI. Right, so now we've got faster gathering. We've got heat. Now I have two choices. I can go down drawing boards and get... No, I'm going to go down drawing boards first, I think. Good. Pshoosh. Right, there we go. I mean, it won't really matter because we want to get the next thing first. It's toss-up between drawing boards and the coal thumper, but I'm going to go drawing boards first because I've got to get rid of this coal first. Right, okay. So now we built that road. Oh, and really important. Do you see what happened there? That happens really quickly, especially when you're talking and you've got things sped up, but it's fine because the shift's over anyway. So all of those resources have just been picked up. So now we're going to send everyone. Someone's slamming doors downstairs. Fuck's sake. Were you raised in a barn? Honestly. So, very important, I'm going to remind you again, pretty much at the end of day 3, you're going to pull everyone off these. You do not want anyone outside the heat area, which I haven't actually put down yet. I'll do that now. Right, so we've got the child shelters. Toss up between engineer apprentices, which make your research go faster, or medic apprentices. Engineer apprentices, quite RP given the steampunk. However, I'm really obsessive about making sure people don't get sick, so I'm going to go medical apprentices. It just makes these more efficient, which is awesome, which is what we want. Right. So, next day we're going to build... Actually, I can build that now, can't I? I totally can. Now, normally I believe the steam hub is going to go there. However, I want to get rid of this coal first, so I'm going to have it there. That way no one will accidentally wander out. And in the morning, those will make food, which is perfect. People shouldn't get hungry. Just grand. And then also I'm going to build a gathering hut as well, second. So I'm going to show you lads, unless there's something. I'm also going to turn the speed up. Yeah, mate? Bum, 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 bum. Got one more day, one more day, one more day. Grand. Okay, firstly this. Don't forget to turn it to work time, because that way it doesn't use up too much fuel. Now, drawing boards is just, you know, the next tier of technology. So, I'm not going to build... Normally, I would attempt to go the coal thumper first. I'm not going to, because I've still got coal to gather. So, I'm going to go the hothouse once I've got 20 wood. Which is the kind of the most efficient food production. Now, this will use a steam core, which is this here. You can't build those. You gather them once you built the beacon. You'll need it for a lot of the like better resource production. I would highly recommend going for the hothouse because it is so good, and that combined with one of the hunters' huts, you're good to go basically. Right, okay. Next, and we're building food, which is good. I haven't forgotten. So next, now that with the upgrade has, so with the gathering, I've got 15 people assigned to that, and they gather 21 coal per hour. Ooh, nice. However, if we do the gathering huts, you probably guess what the gathering huts are for. They only need 10 people, and they gather more as well, so they're a lot better. And we're going to build that now. Ah, good. What do you want? Hey, they're happy. Okay, I haven't ballsed up this time, which I'm quite pleased with. I've ran out of raw food, but don't worry about that, because we've got loads of rations, and that'll last a good few days. Right, okay. Boom. Max out. And we're gonna... in 1 second. There we go. What next? So this is where things get a bit more... Let's do the sawmill. Next. Normally I'd do the coal thumper, but I'm going to make them gather that coal there, so it's just gotten rid of it. Cool. And next, we can actually build the food. So the hothouse is just amazing. It's so awesome. Now, day 3 is over. Do not forget to do this. You need to pull everyone off. If you press Alt, you can see who's working where. Pull everyone off. No more of this. That's it. You're pretty much not going to touch these again unless you actually just desperately need stuff. Make sure no one... I swear to God, I will just fucking... Right, okay, we're good. Which means you're going to have a couple of people dossing around for a bit, but don't worry about that too much, because you will build loads of stuff. Okay, speaking of which, actually, let's build the hunter's hut as well. Right. Everyone's happy, everyone's good. Jobs are good on. This is where it's like saying, oh, you should totally go and rescue the survivors. You've got time, don't worry about it. Okay, max that out. Max that out. Okay, now, in a minute, it's about to get very, very cold. Just as an FYI, thought I'd put that out there. I might as well just use those scope. It's gonna get really, really chippy. Yeah, everyone? Really, really, you know, quite nippy. In a sec, it's going to go minus 40. And this better not be, or I will cut you. Right, now, first thing you need to do is, you know, I researched the heaters. Now, you see, you've got the heat zone. So basically here, low risk of getting ill. Moderate risk of getting ill. Basically, anyone outside at least this area will get gravely ill really, really quickly. And also, any building outside this area will cease to function unless they have heater inside. Eventually, you get insulation, which means that these will be as hot as these ones here. So you need to turn everything on. Just turn them all on. Yeah, turn them all on. And that way, you're good to go. Someone might get gravely ill. They shouldn't get gravely ill, but it happened when I did my last video as well. It's as long as no one leaves that area, they should be fine, but I got really annoyed earlier and they did. Right, so we've done that. Next we're going to go on the treatment because I want to get all of the treatment stuff. Now again, it's up to you what you choose. You've got a choice between radical treatment, which basically means people will have their, potentially have their 30% of the gravely ill treat the medical left as amputees. Or you can do sustain life. Now, I always go radical treatment because later down the line you get prosthetics. There might be a benefit to sustain life as a quest, maybe, because they do have a couple of quests that happen depending on what things you choose. However, I couldn't be asked, so let's just do that. I should be fine. Food's good, right, and I'm doing grand. So let's now... I've got the thing next. Coal's fine. I'm a bit conscious that's going to run out soon though. 208 left. Sawmill research. So I have to now go for the thumper quite quickly. Should, however, be fine. Ooh. Get there, lads. There. Just... Normally I have it. Where do I have it? Smells that weird. It has to be. Oh, it can't be there. Okay, well, we can just move it. So I'm just going a bit scatty. My brain wasn't working then. There we go. Right. I literally just, my brain was not functioning then at all. Okay, so everyone's good so far. No one's sick. I've only got 2 days until the temperature goes back up again. Okay, I'm going to take you down now. Because we've got quite a lot of coal and I don't need that much. I'm just going to leave just 5 people idle, I think. It's grand. They'll just sort of hang out. Grand. The hunters, it's weird though, the hunters don't seem to be affected by frostbite, which is nice. I don't know, maybe they, you know, wrap up a bit more. Got quite a lot of food though, which is grand. Okay, so I've got 3 people who are being treated, none gravely. People are oh, one thing, and I forgot to do this. It's fine. You do want to kind of turn up the overdrive the generator. I always, because it's talking, the speed was on. I'll do it again tonight when they go to bed. Okay, cool. I'm trying to make sure no one gets gravely sick. So I've done that, now I'm going to get the care helm. This basically just allows you to treat gravely sick people.
A new law has passed.
Do you mind, lads? Cheers, yeah. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay, and then let's build the road. There we go. Don't forget your roads. Okay, cool. So everyone's pretty happy.
The work shift starts.
Everyone, see, hope I've got no discontent whatsoever. I do need rather sharpishly. Why is that? Oh, fucking. God damn it, I wasn't paying attention. I built the wrong building. It's fine. Sorry. Now, see, that's what I mean about not paying attention. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. That was why I was getting confused. Because it didn't make any sense. It's fine. It's fine. It's the morning. Okay. Right, now. That'll do the wood. Right, we need to quickly now move stuff. Build that there. Once that's built, we're going to demolish that one, and then we're going to build a thing. Unfortunately, I've got loads of people free, so it's, you know, stuff gets built. Careful of you hanging outside, though. Top lad. Turn your thing. Demolish you. There we go. To be fair, that was my first mistake. Yeah, alright, alright. Just like point that out. That was for the first instance where me talking led to me slightly ballsing up. But we're nearly done now.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Turn that back on while they're building, because you obviously don't want them to get sick. Very good. Turn it back to thing. No one's gravely ill, which is grand. Now, I've got people doing right. Give me a sec. Oh, good lord. That's fine for now. Don't forget to turn your wee generator off, yeah, everyone. Because people will get really, really annoyed. Also, don't forget to research. See, I got distracted by everything then. Okay, so basically, but now the urgency is less. Food's good, resources are good. I'm a little bit worried. Woods, I might even not actually research that yet. Let's just wait until the morning, shall we? Oh, there we go. Alright, so I've got one person who's sick. Hey, hey, there we go. Okay, right. So I need to, I've got 5 people. Now, you only need, for one gathering hut, you only need 5 people for that, right? There's no point having 10 in there because you'll be producing... the way the coal thumper works, I'll show you. It's really useful. It's really cool, yeah. So basically, the way the coal thumper works is it'll start thumping. Funny enough. Oh, and the temperature's gone back up, so now we're a bit safer. Which is good. So I've kind of effectively... God damn it. Eliminated the worry. So basically, the coal thumper thumps, as you can see, and then it basically makes piles of coal produce. But the thing is it can handle 2 gathering huts. And quite simply, I don't need a second gathering hut right now, so you only put 5 people in there. And that'll produce... So basically, like right now, we're completely sustainable. Almost, but I'm just going to do a few more things. Also, I'm going to remember to hit fucking research. But it's fine. Everything's okay. Okay, I want to quickly go down here. Now, this is kind of as well where you just get a little bit more open. Like, I mean, I can pretty much go down any route I want. We're going to just The video's already 90 minutes. I want to just finish off the we've already passed the cold snap and not a single person got gravely sick. So see, good idea. Let's go down the cemetery. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I don't want to build all of the pubs and stuff yet, because I don't have anyone to work in them. But I still want to get these laws out, so I just might as well build a cemetery. See, hope's really high. Okay, what are we doing now? So everything's grand, food's grand. Yeah, okay, pretty good. Pretty good, right? Let's build, I want... Basically, in the ideal world, you should only need, for now, 2 medical posts. And I'm going to build a graveyard behind it. Because, you know, it's a bit morbid. Do you know what I mean? But the good thing is we don't have any worry in terms of, you know, people dying anytime soon. So let's just see. So we're already on day 6. It's 21 minutes. Thereabouts. Fuel's good. See, basically, I've got cemetery established. Hope's nearly maxed out. Only got 4 people being treated for illness. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that down to 3. Won't be as efficient, but still, and that way I have 10 beds now. And we'll just do, and we're doing the steel loot, right? Okay, we'll get the steel up, and we'll get the other thingy up as well. But basically, that's kind of how you do it as such. I'm just going to get this steel mill up. In a few more days, you see, in about 3 more days, we'll get another cold snap. But for now, we're fine. I'll just go down ceremonial funerals. It just makes people... That way, if someone happens to die, I don't have to worry too much. Steelworks, right. So, you see, and now basically you can kind of do what you want. So, I mean, usually I make my hunters a bit better. Medical posts. I'm not going to show you doing the expedition just because it would take ages. Notice, for example, I haven't even bothered upgrading my generator yet. There was just absolutely no need. And it's kind of one of those things that's not an urgent thing, but you do want it. It's actually potentially negative, because if you forget to turn it... The option is nice, but if you can research other more immediately useful things. Same with the range generator, to be utterly frank. But we're going to quickly just... I'll do hunter's gear, so they're just more efficient. And I'm going to... Because I do need steel, because I'm going to upgrade all the houses. Let's do steelworks. See, look at this. It's almost as if this entire area was planned. My gods! Heresy. Don't say such a thing. Okay, there we go. See, we've got food's good. I mean, obviously, there are scripted elements to this that mean that, you know, certain... Oh, whenever you build stuff, don't forget to turn those on. There we go. There are scripted elements to this that make it so that you can't just continue like this. There's obviously a story-driven game, but just... I'm kind of alright. So I'm going to take my wood down to 5. That down to 5. And voila! I have... That'll obviously... there is more to do. For example, I would like to upgrade these to bunk houses if I could. It would be next now is when I would actually build my beacon and begin the process of actually getting the... the lost expedition. But as you can see, we haven't got a single person gravely ill. We're already on day 8, so we're pretty much home free until day 10. I'll just leave it on normal speed so we can show. We've got a nice little industry that's all covered by this one steam hub. I will build a second gathering hut and put 5 more people in that, in which case I'll have loads. And I could even move that up there, put another one of these thumper things on, and actually have like 4 gathering huts, just literally with this one steam hub. And I haven't even upgraded it so it has twice the range as well. But I would probably do that later down the line, so this was a much bigger industrial area. We've basically got loads of food coming in, which is grand, and with the hunter's hut I haven't even actually invested in any of the upgrades yet. One thing I would want to do is potentially maybe have another medical post, just as a kind of an emergency, because often, you know, you might get an instance where people just get suddenly sick, as well as another child shelter. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys like this. This is a really, really cool game. I said I've actually only really played up to about level day 17 or 18 because I've been constantly restarting basically to make sure that I'm as efficient as possible so I can give you guys these tips. But kind of in summary, once the 4th, make sure you don't have anyone working on these wreckage pieces after day 4. I mean, I could possibly pop out there now because it's only -30, but even then I would probably I just wouldn't bother unless I really needed it, because there's no need really, is there? You know, I can rely on this stuff here. Definitely make sure that you get your Steam Hub and your industry area set up. As you can see, people do walk really slow, don't they? But yeah, if you have any other tips yourself, anyone else has recently purchased the game and you're kind of maybe playing a little differently to me, let me know. But until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will have a new video up soonish, definitely a Fallout one. I'm also going to be doing a what mods do I use updated video, because people have been requesting it. But anyway, until that point, which will be probably on the weekend, you lot enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.